Hi, it's me, Lauren, in Manhattan. It's a little messy behind me, but my cat is chilling on the coat that I left on my couch, so I thought I'd leave her there because she's cute. Um, I'm back with a video, and I'm going to try to keep this short because I have a lot to do with arias that I'm preparing for Wednesday. But I wanted to check in. It's been a while. I kind of fell off the face of the earth there because I was busy, because I was kind of falling off the bandwagon as well. I mean, nothing crazy, but I don't know. So now I've settled into a place that feels really good for me. Um, and as of right now, that place is a kind of 90 to 95% raw till 4. Or I'll say 90 to 95% high carb, low fat vegan. There's still a little bit of wiggle room there, but to be honest, that's what I need to kind of keep myself sane and happy. So I'm okay with that, and I feel like I trust that as I move forward, it will balance out and get better. As in, I will naturally want to gravitate toward, eliminating the sodium, eliminating that last 10 to 5% of like wiggle, and yeah, I think that'll just happen. I mean, I had a video that I made that I did not post because I actually ended up going on kind of some couple of tangents that got really personal. And I'll be honest, at this point, I did not feel comfortable sharing it with the world. So I decided not to. Um, what I will say that I think I've said before, I mean, I come from a history of an eating disorder. And because of that, anything that has sort of stringent rules, even if those rules are healthy, which they have been, I mean, I do believe in this lifestyle, but even if those rules are healthy, it fucks with my head. Excuse my language. So I'm not in that place anymore. I am in a much more patient place and a much more gentle place. And coming from self-love, I want to do what I need to take care of myself. And taking care of myself right now means, not stressing out about eating something that may not be, you know, entirely raw, high carb, low fat, vegan. And that's okay for me right now. And I'm going to move in that direction, but I'm also just going to see where I go. Because the real point of this video that I wanted to share is that I have definitely gained weight. I've gained a solid 30 pounds since since this spring. Let's say since April or May. Oh, more than that. May, June, July. So since the summer. So I've gained 30 pounds since July. Not all of that is, raw till 4 weight. I haven't gained 30 pounds on that. I've gained maybe 10 on this. But I will say that, 10 to 15. But I will say that that weight is from, this is what's happening to my body now that I'm not restricting my calories. And let me tell you something, and this is so important, like so important that I really want to share it because I feel just compelled to, that I am the heaviest I've been in 4 years. The second heaviest weight I've ever been in my life. And I know maybe it doesn't show as much in my face. Now I'm trying to look at you guys because I feel like it's more personal, but looking at myself for a minute, the camera, if I la la la, or okay, fine, I can kind of like thin myself out by having good posture, which I should have. Opera posture, ballet posture. But anyway, fuck that, I'm chilling on my floor, so I don't need that right now. I'm just kind of being whatever. But anyway, with my kitty. Hey, baby. The point being, I hadn't been weighing myself, but I did step on the scale yesterday just because I was curious. And it was like something like 179.6, like basically 180. And I haven't been 180. But this is telling though, because this was my highest weight ever was 195. And that was when I started, exercising and dieting, restricting my calories in a healthy way, but restricting my calories nonetheless, to lose weight. And I was about 16 years old at that point when I started that. I lost 50 pounds and I was fit and great. But by the time I got down to the lower end of that 50 pounds, I definitely completely just would obsess about every calorie, would obsess about everything. I was vegan, but I came to it. Because of health stuff. I felt better not eating meat or dairy, but it became quickly kind of a weight loss, another thing to obsess about. Heaven forbid there be any trace of milk or butter or anything. So it wasn't good for my head space by the end. But then when this eating disorder and this sort of got really bad, periods of binging and periods of not eating at all, coupled with just crazy exercising, or maybe if I was eating a little bit, then I would be exercising a ton. When I was in my anorexic periods, I usually didn't exercise at all because I did Bikram yoga, whatever. So I guess it varied, but I struggled with it, and I managed to maintain. I would gain and then lose, and then gain and then lose more. And this, when I started therapy for the eating disorder for the first time, I ballooned up to 180. So I think it's interesting. And I'm wondering, let me know in the comments, please talk to me. If you have experience with an eating disorder, and if you are on this lifestyle, maybe even ahead of me, I'd be interested to see kind of the correlation, because I know that the body puts on weight to heal itself, but I'd be interested to see the correlation between, the weight that we once were, or and when we started restricting, and then the weight that we bounce back to when we stop, because I think it's really telling. It doesn't seem, we'll see. Now I've had family in town, I've been traveling, so now that I'm back to myself, I'm going to go really, toward the high fruit and stuff like that. I've been eating starches and, as much as I can, but I'm going to try to do more by the book, so to speak. But we'll see if I gain any more weight, and I honestly don't feel like I will. And that's telling to me, because I wonder, it's like I was about 180, and that's when I then started severely restricting. And that's, led to all sorts of really bad ways that I used, just desperate to not put food in my body. Poor body. I love you now. So so that's a little bit of my story. And where was I going with that? Just the fact that, it's really telling that I was about 180, and then I started restricting, and now that I am not restricting, I'm right back up to that same weight, which doesn't really it feels like a foreign thing, actually, and I have, even to the point that I have, sores on my thighs from them, rubbing together, which is so embarrassing to admit, but, I don't look bad because I am very tall. So I don't look bad, but I don't look like, I used to look really fit. I used to look like Victoria's Secret model kind of, and who doesn't? But more important than that, I felt good, unless I was, self-destructing, and then I didn't really feel good, but I felt good about myself because my body looked good. But that's, we can have like a Q, you know, if anybody wants to do a Q&A with me about like eating disorders, let's do that, because I have so much to say and I have trouble organizing my own thoughts sometimes. But anyway, it's really interesting to me that my weight has gone back up to the place that it was before I started restricting. And now, and my second point is, and this is important, so sure, my weight is the highest it's been, but I'm happier than I've been in a long, long time. And I feel like I love my body in a way that I didn't even before. Like even when I started to love myself and when I was in recovery, it's just amazing to see how, you know, I feel like, I mean, earlier, if someone had said, okay, I'm gaining this weight and I've gained this weight and it's healing my body and, you know, but oh no, you know, it's worth it for now, but no, I really want to be thinner. But now, you know, I'm getting to a place with myself where I feel so good on the inside that it feels like if I had to stay this weight for the rest of my life, and that was what someone said to me, you know, God comes down and goes, you know what, Lauren, this is it. This is your set point. This is what you are going to look like forever. I would be okay with that. Like, I would feel good about that because I feel so good now. I feel sexy in a way that I never used to. My birthday was it was the 13th. It was this last Thursday, and I woke up, and this is embarrassing, but the first thing I did when I woke up was put on Taylor Swift's Shake It Off, and I like totally had a dance party in my underwear in front of the mirror, and I loved it. And I can't tell you, that's my phone, I can't tell you, like, you know, I've got these like jelly rolls and this like cellulite that came out of nowhere and like all of these, you know, and I love them. You know, with a kind of like, with a real love, with a self-love, with a, you know, acceptance. And that is incredible. That's truly something. So, stick with it. So if you're worried about the weight gain, oh man, like it has a purpose. So I'm not going to edit this one. I'm just going to leave it as it is and post it. And so I'll keep it short, but that's really all I want to say. I'll have more. Whoever put that comment saying that you love me, I love you too. Thank you so much. That was great to read. So it's nice that somebody's watching. And I love you all. Whoever you are watching, if you see this, I'm sending you my love and my blessings. And I will see you soon. So carry on.